Hello everyone. I'd like to show you that if I give you a circuit diagram like the one you're looking at, where there are two resistors that are in series, I want to make sure that you understand how to connect these on your electronics breadboard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move from this diagram of two resistors in series, and I'm going to go to the electronics breadboard. So now, as we've discussed before, and as you see in the other materials, anywhere you have a little row here, so here you see a hole here, the next hole over, the next hole over, the next hole over, the next hole over, all of these are electrically connected to each other. They don't extend across the aisle, so this row on the right side of the aisle is not connected to this row on the left-hand side of the aisle. And there are a couple special columns. In general, when you go down columns, you are also not electrically connected, except in the case of this plus column and this minus column and the corresponding columns on the opposite side of the electrical breadboard. These columns are also electrically connected, but none of the columns on these say columns A through E labeled here, those are not electrically connected. So let's see how to connect two resistors using a setup like this. So I'll take one resistor and I'll just place it anywhere, sort of, on the breadboard, and so long as each lead is not on the in the same row, this resistor is not hooked up to itself. So here you see I've placed one wire in one row and another wire in another row. And now what do I have to do to hook this resistor to another resistor in series? Well, if I take the adjacent hole here in the same row and make sure that one of the leads of the next resistor goes into this adjacent hole, then I will have created a series connection. So let me do that. Okay, maybe I can move this over a little bit somehow. So now you see I have taken one lead of one resistor and put it in the same row as one of the leads of the second resistor. That means that the current will go perhaps through this top lead, through this resistor, down the other lead, across into the lead of the other resistor, up through this lead, through the second resistor, back out and into and back into the electrical breadboard. So that's how I would hook two resistors in series on the electrical breadboard.